happy hump day. I don't know. I'm getting humped for sure today when it comes to Instagram Live. I swear to God. Anyway, I'm supposed to be doing a live at Skin Deep Formulations, which many of you know is my company. And we distribute in the spa channel High on Love and Prohibition Wellness. And hey, Tay. And so I was trying to log on and it just wouldn't let me log on and we just couldn't figure it out. And I'm going to pull out the card that I'm an esthetician. And to be fair, I have not done many of these types of things. So I'm just going to go with it. And Lindsay is going to have to figure out how to transfer the live from my Tamara Hughes Instagram profile to Skin Deep Formulations profile. So I guess my intention this morning was to kind of talk to spa industry professionals in the industry that are doing services like pedicures, manicures, facials, massage, or have retail available. And so, yeah, well, that's not going to work out. So today, I guess I'm just going to have to throw in like why everybody should have this, whether it's in their business to use in the services or to sell to their guests that are coming into their business, or you're going to buy it because you want to like have, some fun with yourself, or you're going to have some fun with somebody else. Cause I guess that Valentine's time is, approaching us really quickly. And so anyway, let's talk about High on Love. So High on Love, I'm sure many of you have seen on my page that I post, is a premium collection of wellness and intimacy products that were designed to essentially take your pleasures to new heights. And when I met Angela Mustoni, who is the formulator and the owner of High on Love, it was really interesting to kind of like hear her journey in regards to like how High on Love came to be. And so fun little fact is Angela is an esthetician, but she worked in the kind of like the sex industry, where she was working for a huge toy company. And then she formulated her first product for a doctor overseas. That was a stimulating gel for stimulating what we like to call over here and keeping it clean, our chocolate chip, to increase circulation in certain areas that are going to enhance pleasure, whether you're playing again with yourself or with somebody else. And also keeping in mind that women, as we become more chronologically achieved, we tend to stop creating as much moisture as we used to. So I was like, all right, now's the time. It's the topic to bridge the taboo between, intimacy and sex and wellness and like what you're retailing to your clients. Okay, let's face it. Like I've been an esthetician for over 20 years. And when I worked in the treatment room and when I owned the spa, many of the people coming in to see me or to see any of my team members were talking about themselves personally or talking about their friends and family and what was happening or any events that they were going to, like bridal showers or stagettes and things like that. So it definitely is. We're kind of like the bartender in the spa industry where we get to know our guests, and it's nice to be able to have like a safe and comfortable space in order for them to come and, get what they need to help enhance their well-being overall. And whether that's, again, building the relationship with themselves or building a relationship with somebody else. And so really it's a new era right now where we're bridging that sensual wellness and confidence. And really, I think High on Love exists to break down any of the stigmas that allow us, mostly women, I think, to be fearless and really advocate for their own pleasure and self-care. So again, if you've got female clients, this is going to be something that we should maybe have on hand for them, right? And if this is, I want this personally, then, and you are a female and you want to do this, then hey, take it. So really, with Angela's extensive like career in the cannabis lane, she kind of was like, well, I've worked in the industry with like these sex toys, and I've worked in the industry of formulating product, and she's in the cannabis lane. And she was like, this works really well by itself, and this works really well by itself. But what if we put them together? Hey, Jolyn. Yes, bartenders, hairstylists, and estheticians. We know everything, like literally. We know everything about their animals and their friends and their absolutely everything. Even sometimes there's, I don't know, Jolyn, because Jolyn's an esthetician too. And Tay is a hairstylist, and they're on the live. And there's been many times where we probably have like a crossover of like drama, because we've got multiple clients, and I live in a small town called Sylvan Lake. So the population in the summer is about 14,000 people. And in the winter, it drops down to like 8 or 9 or something really, really small. So, you know, it's not a very large area if you're doing services on a bunch of people, right? So really, after the decades of experience, I think with Angela, she created a line that combines both her knowledge and love of hemp and cannabis seed oils and CBD, and her knowledge in other areas of different industries to really bring together what we call High on Love. And recently, not long ago, this past year, Angela extended her brand with a Quebec company that's a cannabis distributor. So you would go there to get like all your paraphernalia, and they wanted to extend their lineup of retail products to the health and wellness industry, and bridging again that taboo of cannabis in products, right? And so I'm sure there's many of us on this live that have like eaten a gummy, or, you know, rubbed some sort of cream on it, lotion and potion on us in some format, or it took it in different ways, whether it's like ingesting it for pain management and all that. But I thought it was really great, because High on Love, when I'm going to show it to you, really is girly and like very feminine. And I think it's like really high class in the way that it looks and it feels, and the kind of the sensory journey that it takes us on, where Prohibition Wellness, which is an extension of her formulations, kind of like bridges this gap of like more inclusion, or a little bit more on that masculine side. And we tend to sometimes forget that men are part of this whole journey too. And so we want them to look good. We want them to feel good, because it reciprocates. If they're less stressed out and they feel good about themselves and they smell nice and they look nice, you know, everything kind of like coagulates together, and it makes it to be a nice time. So really important with High on Love is that we make everything with clean and vegan and cruelty-free ingredients. So we're not testing on animals. We try to keep it as clean as possible. And really, I feel like Angela is like super passionate about keeping the quality of the ingredients that she's sourcing to be very high and expensive. Like, she will not cheap out. Like, she will refuse to even launch a product if it's not right. I think not long ago, she was formulating our new bath salts, and she thought, oh, it's going to be really nice, and we're going to, you know, maybe add this ingredient into it. And she did it, and it turned out to be a total disaster, and a disaster to her, right? I'm sure it wouldn't have been a disaster to anyone else, but it just wasn't up to her caliber, where she was willing to push it on the market. She essentially like threw it out and started from scratch. And so I really love this about her as well. So using natural ingredients and really creating those luxurious moments for self-care and intimacy. So clean beauty, vegan, cruelty-free, And the baseline of these products are going to be hemp, cannabis seed oil, and hemp seed oil, right? So I think it's important to kind of like understand where things are at, right? Hemp and CBD products seem to be everywhere right now, and some have very powerful benefits like stress management. They assist in helping to enhance sleep, just to name a couple of things. And in a rush to get those benefits, sometimes people are easily confused on the different types of hemp-derived products, which is really kind of including the distinction between hemp-derived CBD oil and hemp seed oil. So while both are healthy, their properties are actually quite different. And so I get the question a lot is like, what is the difference between CBD oil and hemp seed? Well, hemp seed oil comes from the seeds of the hemp plant, while hemp oil and CBD oil come from the stalk or flower, which is known to be high in cannabinoid content. And so what this means is hemp seed oil won't have the same property as hemp oil or CBD oil. Hemp seed or hemp seed oil is really good for your skin, but it's not good if you're just using it as a source of CBD. So objectively, hemp seed oil is a healthy ingredient. It's just not hemp oil or CBD oil. So, I mean, it can be like so confusing because it all like stems kind of from, no pun intended, stems from the same kind of plant. So CBD oil is short for one of the main compounds that's found in the cannabis plant family, which includes both marijuana and hemp. And so while CBD is one of the most well-known of these particular compounds, there's over 80 of them in the cannabis plant, each with its own benefits. So in the body, these God, I can't talk right now. It's probably because I was just like, oh my God, I couldn't get onto Instagram Live, like kill me. These compounds are going to interact with parts of our system which have receptors that regulate the physiological processes like pain perception, for example, stress response, sleep, quality, digestion. And CBD can be purchased in two ways. So one is as an isolate product called CBD oil, which means all of the other cannabinoids have been filtered out and only the CBD remains. And secondly, in hemp oil extract, which contains high concentrations of CBD as well as other beneficial cannabinoids and terpenes, which is aromatic essential oils, both isolated CBD oil and hemp oil contain less than 0.3% THC. So, which is the psychoactive cannabinoid compound and will not get you high. So they're fully legal in practically all 50 states, for example, and in Canada. So while CBD oil on its own does offer benefits like stress management, as many of us know, and sleep enhancement. So if you're less stressed out, you're going to sleep better. Many experts in the industry recommend hemp oil over isolated CBD oil just because the cannabinoids and other compounds potentially will work better together. So I really think that we could use like a metaphor here where you've got one star player, but you need a team, right? So it's not just one ingredient kind of do everything. You kind of have to have a combination in the mix to make it important. So hemp seed oil is different from the whole hemp extract oil, and it comes from the pre-seed seeds of hemp plant and is used mostly for cooking, can be used in skincare and other purposes. So it's referred to cannabis seed oil or cannabis sativa seed oil, and hemp seed oil is kind of like a nutty tasting oil that contains a lot of essential fatty acids like your omega-3 and omega-6, which our body does not produce. So it's kind of like you either have to increase your essential fatty acid consumption internally by eating things like salmon or walnuts or avocados, or applying it topically, for example. And many skin issues, or what I like to call issues in the tissues, especially when it comes to like acne and rosacea, are often associated to like low amounts of this in our actual body itself. So we can clear up some really major problems in the skin if we can, internalize them or put them topically. Now, many of the products from High on Love, you can put it in your mouth. You can, put it in various areas of the body that have different pHs, and it's not going to be affected because we're using clean, premium products, as well as a lot of aromas, which I'm going to get into. So if we go back, the majority of all of the line is hemp seed oil and cannabis seed oil based. And we have less than a handful of products that actually have CBD oil in it itself. So again, CBD is not the psychoactive. It's not going to make you high. It's derived from the marijuana and the hemp plant. And really for the skin, it provides nourishment, moisture. It's reparative, it's restorative, and it has a lot of antioxidant benefits. So it's essentially just increasing how our body is affected long-term to exposure, whether like extrinsically or intrinsically by free radicals that we're exposed to every single day. So with the aromas that we have, the aromas are actually they don't change the pH, right? So when this particular line was developed, it had everything to do with sex and intimacy, right? And so how do I enhance sexual pleasure? How do I enhance sensual play, whether again, it's with yourself by yourself or with somebody else. And when you're rubbing certain things in certain areas, especially on the female anatomy, things can happen if you're using chemicals and things that shouldn't be in those erogenous zones. So definitely we want to use aromas, so they're not going to affect the areas of the body that can, again, be prone to like urinary tract infections and yeast infections and things like that. So these particular aromas are sourced from all over the world. Like Angela goes hunting. We've got this cute, like little candle set that she launched, just around the Christmas season. And there's 5 or 6 different, soy massage candles, and one of the aromas reminds me of the old Body Shop's Satsuma orange, and so it's like, it just brings me back to like the 2000s, and I was just like, are you gonna make this in a larger kind of like format? And I hope she does, but it took her a really long time to come together with all of the kind of aromas for the extension of the candles that are in this particular set. So definitely something to think about. And aromas are completely ingestible. So, hey, when you're having a little hanky-panky, with someone else and, you're into it, you're going to get it in your mouth, depending on, where your mouth is. So, it's such a funny thing, because I'm like literally on my hello family. Here we go. All right. So hopefully I kind of gave you a rundown. Now, guess what? If you were a spa owner or single esthetician, depending on your model of business, beauty buyers are ready, right? They're interested in products for intimate care and sexual wellness. It is on the high right now. Again, no pun intended. And consumers are really embracing the new or once taboo products as a meaningful way to achieve more and complete wellness, sense of wellness. So with the growing number of intimate care offerings and the removal of stigmas from products designed to improve the sexual and intimate health, the door really has opened up for brands that, like I said, our client is probably a majority of female, is going to trust to introduce products that become like staples in their wellness repertoire, right? So definitely something to think about. And so the popularity, maybe not so much in Canada, but like the States, I feel like Canada and the spa lane is about, 10 to 15 years behind everything. But there's a lot of very high-end resorts that people go to, that travel from all over the world and stay and go and get these treatments. And like Glen Ivy Hot Springs, Ella Crest Skincare, the JW Marriott, Total Freedom Wellness, where a lot of these spas are actually introducing it into their services, whether it's using an enhancement for, a massage, right? An enhancement for a facial, enhancement for a manicure or pedicure. We are even getting creative in like, what's the post care for like post waxing or sugaring services and things like that. So again, integrating products, if we are an esthetician or we're a spa owner and we're managing this, the more exposure that you have to these products to enhance your services is going to enhance your bottom line, right? If I can increase my average service dollar while I'm in my treatment room by offering enhancements, I'm making more money with not a lot of effort. Whatever they try, oftentimes they buy. So it just gives, again, more exposure for someone to experience it in a way that they may have not been, especially if they run past your retail space, or your retail space is in a funny area, or you've got a lot of kind of like back and forth. Some of the larger spas, I might go for a facial and then I'm going to see someone else for a pedicure. I'm going to see someone else for my massage and things like that, right? So definitely we're seeing more so again in the US, a lot of spas integrating this into their services. And so how are some of the ways that spas can incorporate incorporate things into their services is CBD oil massages. So hey, if I'm an RMT and I'm doing a massage with whatever bucket of oil, there's certainly benefits to the massage oils that they're using on you, whether it's hydration or moisturization. But they're not essentially geared to like anti-inflammatory purposes or pain management purposes and things like that, or restorative purposes, so to speak. So being able to say, would you like me to enhance your massage with CBD, then you can use, the majority of the oil on the majority of the areas, and wherever the like target spots are for massage, maybe you're going to enhance that by adding the High on Love CBD massage, sugar high massage oil to that area before you put the like general oil all over them and do your massage. Again, sometimes it's just taking the body butter or the soy massage candle, or taking one of our products and integrating it into a manicure or pedicure, right? So the soy massage candle really reminds me of like paraffin, and I'm going to get into all of that. So again, adding it to your manicures and pedicures. I am a huge advocate that you don't have to keep buying the next best thing and the best trend. Especially if you're not doing really well with the things that you already have. So it's really nice that I can elevate a service, or I can offer something different by just incorporating like one or two products into my service, versus like having to bring in a whole line to call it a CBD something or other, whatever that is, right? CBD is in a lot of physical therapy. So clients are, some of the therapists are using it in conjunction with their services when people are coming to see them for treatments. And then of course, post-treatment. How about any of you fitness gurus that go and see the personal trainers, or maybe you're your own personal trainer? I think my friend Brian was on this live, and I know he works out like so much. And I bet you some days, like depending on how he's feeling, he's probably feeling a little extra sore. So maybe you can use it for post-workout aches, or have it available for your client who you know works out a lot or is changing things and starting to work out, and integrate this as a solution to something that they may have a problem with, right? Adding that enhancement to your menu, doing CBD facials, integrating the oil, for example, with dermaplaning. We have dermaplaning dry, we've got dermaplaning with oil. So there's a way to incorporate it that way. And because again, the ingredients within the High on Love products are safe enough to go like in your Vajim Jam, definitely totally fine to go topically on your skin and incorporate it into a modality like dermaplaning. How about incorporating things into CBD body treatment? So now we have the bath salts. And so adding that to the hydro tub therapy. And then when someone gets out of the water and they get their massage, then you're adding the massage. So lots of different ways to incorporate that. A lot of people that enjoy the spiritual treatments like Reiki and meditation and aromatherapy and things like that are going to really appreciate these types of things that may enhance their service when they come to see you, or give them a different reason to come and see you. If you don't got these types of clients, maybe this is something that you can incorporate into a scalp treatment, like an Indian scalp massage, for example. Maybe you're an esthetician and there's a lot of like technologies that were like old, because I'm old, I'm 46, I started my career over 20 years ago in aesthetics. And what's really funny about that is what was really popular back then, like galvanic and ultrasound and high frequency and things, that it kind of like disappeared, over a decade ago, when all the medical like not lotions and potions, but the machines came out, all the lasers and things like that. And what we're starting to see again is estheticians and massage therapists, for example, bringing out things to either do as a service by itself or to enhance the services that they're doing, like gua sha or jade rollers or ice globe treatments and things like that. And so like, how can you, like you need an oil to do cupping, you need an oil to do gua sha and jade rolling and, all those things. What if you want to do my crazy Hungarian facial massage? I don't know if any of you went on my page and seen the video that I did. I didn't do the video. Somebody videoed me and I didn't even know they were videoing me. And I did some Hungarian facial massage movements. And I need like a massage medium for that. So maybe you're looking for a massage medium, and that's all you need because you love your skincare. So let's incorporate maybe one of the massage oils in there. Now the massage oil in High on Love, one of them, they say sensual. It's just a word. If it didn't have sensual, it would just be massage oil, right? So they come in a few different aromas. Again, I'll get into that. Post-waxing or during waxing, some of us do waxing with oil or use oils post-treatment to kind of like calm and soothe things. So again, incorporating these into our waxing services and just like rituals. Sometimes it's nice, especially in like the bigger spas, when you're coming in for like a fancy facial, is that we'll like take aromatherapy of some sort and we'll kind of like massage it in our hands like this, and we'll get you to do like the inhale, exhale type of thing. And so, definitely lots different ways to bring an element of something different and new conversation without like cutting your arms and your legs off, and having something there as your client is de-stressing and talking to you, like what kind of things that you can offer them before they leave that's going to enhance their life, right? So for thousands of years, spas around the world have used natural remedies from everything from stress relation to improving the condition of skin or hair. And this is no different with cannabis, which is really just like making the splash in the wellness industry. And since most people go to a spa for one thing, usually relaxation, this has been a really big hit in spas across the United States, more so. And we have this organization in the spa industry called iSpa, and they did a business study, and 18% of the respondents have integrated CBD into either treatments or into their retail sales. And this is more prevalent in the Southwest, where CBD treatments have been available for longer, and 42% of spas offer this treatment, compared to the Northeast and the South, where only 3% have incorporated the compound, and only 16% of day spas reported offering CBD infused remedies in 2019. So just before our world kind of like fell apart on us. So some facilities are finding the treatment so popular that they've integrated into lots of different treatments. And I mean, I told you everything about it. So why the hell do we want to use products that have, hemp seed oil, cannabis seed oil, and CBD? Well, it's a great source of hydration, and I live in Alberta. And what I've been doing, training for a bunch of my spa partners about like seasonal changes and like how to like manage people's skin, especially during the winter. What's really interesting about Alberta, so if you're outside of Alberta, we have like 4 distinctive seasons, right? Summer, fall, winter, and spring. But the other interesting thing is within 2 to 4 or 5 hours, I can be in a totally different geographical like situation with what my landscape looks like, right? So if I go all the way north to like closer to the Northwest Territories, I'm getting into that like tundra type environment, like cold, harsh weather, for example. If I go south and even a little bit southeast, I'm in the desert where they find all the dinosaurs. If I go a little bit to the west, I'm going to be hitting the mountains where I have a higher altitude. Again, the weather significantly changes, right? So like, and then if I'm like in central Alberta, like Red Deer area, I'm like going to see prairies for days, right? So even with it, depending on where you live or where you're going and traveling to, or you're coming from, or even if you live in a province like me or a state like me where you've got those 4 distinctive things, you lose a lot of hydration. And we lose a lot of hydration as we become more aged. And we lose a lot of hydration just by the science of gravitational pull from the moon that is going to create more transepidermal water loss. And then whatever we expose ourselves to extrinsically and intrinsically that are also going to kind of like take that in effect. This has a lot of regenerative properties, right? The ability to regenerate itself in a healthy way, which is going to show improvement in our skin, the texture of our skin, the hydration of our skin, the firmness of our skin, the elasticity of our skin, all those things. A lot of times it's associated to pain management. So again, I'm not claiming that this is for pain management. For some people, these are the benefits that they've had by incorporating these types of ingredients into their life, because they have a lot of anti-inflammatory properties, right? They're known to reduce wrinkles. Hey, I want to reduce wrinkles, right? Some of us want to do it more naturally than others. The vitamins and the components of the oils are really going to keep the skin nourished. So like kind of like food for your skin. And believe it or not, sorry, men, skin is like a man. When it's lacking something, it tries to overcompensate. So definitely it can help your skin to normalize and not produce as much oil, which in turn will reduce breakouts, which if you have problematic skin or an oilier skin type, we often are afraid of oils, but it's okay. Bring oils into things. Now, for the most part, these products are meant for your body, but I've integrated some of these products into my facial treatments and my face treatments. So I think it's totally fine. It's not something I'm going to use for an everyday facial oil. It'd be better to like use like actual skincare, face skin, like specific oil for that. But we see a lot of like acne on the back, on the chest, on the butt, right? So you could get like acne in a lot of different areas that are usually covered up, right? It can help to decrease anxiety, right? And so anxiety and stress. And so definitely, like, if you're stressed out, you're probably eating really bad. Like, it's just a bad turn of events, right? So we want to make sure that we can reduce the stress and anxiety and increase the feelings of well-being. I think that when we're in a happier state, we feel better, we look better, we present better. When we're not feeling very good, that sense of well-being kind of like shits the bed. And so definitely want to take care of ourselves, because if we can take care of ourselves, everything kind of like has that domino effect of improvement and positivity. Really is going to help to increase relaxation. How many of us don't know how to relax? I don't know. So I'm not as good at that. But that's why I'm an esthetician. It's really interesting. Is again, kind of like the mechanic scenario where mechanics can like fix everyone else's car, but their own. And then when it comes to, the same thing as being an esthetician, you don't take as good of care as your skin necessarily as you would it for the person that you're doing treatments are on, etc. And massage therapists, if they've got a partner, they don't come home after working massage all day and then, helping their partner with massage, unless they want to get lucky, right? I can help you with that. Really, it's going to help to the guests enjoy their spa experience. It's going to help the body look and feel great. It's going to set the mood, right? I think setting the mood is important too. Like, it's like when someone takes the effort to like, again, just like set the mood, you just feel better. At the end of it, you're just like, oh God, I'm so glad I did that. And it has this like mind body connection as well. And I think, at a level of a spa, it really provides our guests with relaxing and that luxurious experience that we want to give them. But hey, why don't we do CBD treatments at home? You don't necessarily need to go to the spa to get quality CBD treatments. There's a lot of online beauty stores that sell all sorts of beauty products or products that you can do treatments at home. And a lot of celebrities like Kim Kardashian, I think she even like has a CBD spa. And so, or a luxurious like dedicated spa line that's full of these types of ingredients, right? So clients consider their own spa time with like maybe a relaxing bath, or a CBD massage candle can set the mood, add some bath oil or bath bomb or salts to help you relax again in the tub. They might exfoliate with some sort of CBD scrub. We don't have a scrub right now, but there's lots of different ways that they're going to pamper themselves, right? So definitely something to think about. Now, wellness care is 98% of people believe that intimate care and sexual wellness are important parts to the overall health and happiness. Yeah, right? So come on, do you all feel good when something happens, right? 94% appreciate that brands are making products to address their personal needs, right? And so again, like, we're evolving. We don't have to have the belief systems that we had, no offense to my mom and my dad, right? But they taught me certain belief systems that I kind of like grew up with. And then that was like taboo and stigma, and you couldn't do that. And you're not, you can't just be your authentic self and things like that. So people, I feel, are like, the world is evolving and changing. And 75% of people agree that products for intimate areas are as important as skincare for their face. And so, hello, if you were a spa and you have a skincare and you're doing skincare treatments, 75% of those clients, guests, whatever you want to call them, might be buying these things. 86% of sexual wellness products, buyers say it's in the female relationship who typically buys these things. All right. So again, spa goers How many of you are like on my, I've seen a few men like join my live. Like I'm impressed. I don't know if they stayed though. But let's face it, the majority of our clients are female based. For a lot of us. And so if 86% of sexual wellness product buyers say it is females in the relationship that buy these products, have these products available. I think that we're probably the ones that complain about our like intimacy too, like whether it's again to our friends or our family or our esthetician or our hairstylist or whoever. 47% have purchased sexual wellness products in the past 2 years. Wow, that's a lot, right? 38% have not bought yet. So there's opportunity that, maybe, almost 50% of your clients have like bought something from somewhere else. Guess what? They have money in your pocket, right? So, and then the 38% that haven't, if you share the good news with them and you educate them and you give them a good sense of, things, then, that's an opportunity as well. I think it's important that I don't just try to sell goop in the jar. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm trying to take this from both perspectives, keeping in mind that this was supposed to be on my Skin Deep page, which is spa industry professional related, but because I couldn't get that working, all of my personal connections get to hear all about it, as well as, look at it from a different perspective if they want to buy it for retail. So let's get intimate, right? Let's talk about that. The top sexual wellness products that women buy right now are lubricants for moisture and hydration. Again, older women, as we become more chronologically achieved, we start the process of menopause, like perimenopause and menopause. What you're going to happen is we get vaginal dryness. Well, that's not very sexy. First of all, it's a little bit uncomfortable, right? And then if you are with somebody, it can feel like, is there something wrong with me? Like it just sets a different kind of tone and mood, especially if the individual that you are partnered with isn't confident and mature, right? 71% of buyers buy sex toys. So remember I told you Angela used to work in the sex toy industry? Well, there's a few of our SKUs, or a couple of our SKUs now, that have toys that are associated with them. So anytime that you see a toy in High on Love, it's always associated with a product, because we're not going to sell you something that you can just okay, it's meh, it's okay. But hey, if you have it with this, we're going to enhance that experience, right? 28% of buyers have bought a clitoral stimulating gel. 27% have a mood setting mist of some sort or oils in their diffusers. Now, that's what she buys now. What she's interested in buying is 57% are interested in buying a clitoral stimulating gel or oil. 54% sex toys with cannabis-based sexual wellness products that are bundled. Remember, I told you we bundle our toys if we have them. 50% for lubrication that has some sort of stimulating factor. 49% mood setting mist, oils, and diffusers, and 47% at home vaginal rejuvenation devices. So like Kegel balls. Hey, there's a lot of spas out there now that you can get these, I think it's the M-Stim. It looks like a giant chair, with a flat surface, and all you do is sit there, and it does all this vibration, and it works your muscles internally and makes everything tighten up, like Kegels, without doing the hard work, right? But hey, we're looking for these types of rejuvenation devices, whether it's at home or we're going to get, some laser rejuvenation, vaginal rejuvenation, from a spa, right? So, hey, if you're a medical spa, if you are doing vaginal rejuvenation, hello, you need to be sending your clients home with the post care to either maintain the results, right? Or enhance the results that they're getting, right? So 40% of sexual wellness buyers spend more than $100 per year on these types of products. So how many clients do you have? And if 50% of them bought that, like how much extra revenue could that potentially be by adding something that not many people have? Like, get on it now, people, right? Why do our buyers want more sexual wellness products? 86% of people want a more enjoyable sex life. I think it's probably higher, but like there are some people that's just not an important thing. 62% want the partner to have a better experience. So if you're not just like selfish, 58% aspire to whole body, mind, and wellness. 30% are super curious. I don't know how many of you are curious, but hello. And 28% want to resolve some sort of specific issue. Whether again, it's, hey, I've got vaginal dryness. That's uncomfortable. I don't want that to be that way. That's an issue for me personally, which could contribute to like someone else if I was integrating that with more than just myself. So definitely food for thought. Or maybe it's just like the intimacy is like, you know, when you've been married or in a relationship for a really long time, how things kind of like fizzle out. Try bringing some like sexy back, you know, get it rejuvenated, right? It's like sometimes we're quick to just like let things go and then be miserable, and then it turns into a bigger issue than it needs to be. And most of their product, where people are finding their product, is freaking Amazon. 72% of people look for their products on Amazon, right? Like, so, hey, if they're leaving you, chances are they're shopping on Amazon and you just lost money, right? Or unless you have Amazon Prime, then of course, like shipping, but whatever, like consider those things. 58% of buyers will go to specific brand websites. 31% of people go to Superstore or the local grocery store, like Shoppers Drug Mart, Superstore, Walmart. I don't know what kind of shops there are in the States, but similar things like that. And 25% go to a direct sales rep. So like the passion party, like sex toy party lady, they go to companies like that. Now, the top 5 products that are being purchased right now in this realm is KY Jelly. Hello, that's a lube. It's not even a really good lube. It's like sticky and tacky, and it comes in an ugly tube. It's just, I should just have a like version of it so I can do a comparison. Adam and Eve, Lilo, Rosebud, and Lovability. So those are the top retailers and things like that people are going to buy. So why she's not buying sexual wellness products is 48% of people are just confused. What do I buy? 26% don't know where to find them. 25% of people are embarrassed. And 15% of people said, I don't need them. Sure, everybody needs something, right? So we got some intimate care. 50% buy intimate care products. This includes like what their buying habits are. It excludes the normal menstrual care products like your tampons and those sorts of things. And 35% haven't done so yet, but they intend to do so. So 50, 60, 70, 80, that's 85%. I mean, hello, the numbers are speaking to us, I hope. Vaginal wipes are up there. 44% of people are buying vaginal wipes. Vaginal cleaning wash. Vaginal bacteria yeast control, vaginal area odor control, and vaginal area pH balancer. That's because they're using things in zones that disrupt their pH and disrupt their little microbiome down there. And the things that they're interested in buying, so that's what most people are buying, but remember, 35% haven't done so but intend to do so, or 50% of people are just buying them because they're like normal, intimate, kind of like products that we're used to incorporating into our lives. But 69% of people are looking for cannabis-based intimate care products. 65% have interest in buying vaginal skin moisturizer. 63% of people want a breast massage oil, breast moisturizer, and intimate care nutritional supplements. So people are even taking things internally. There's another company, I can't remember what it's called, but like for vaginal dryness, they like have like these little tablets that you can like insert in your vagim jam, like your mustn't touch it area. And apparently it's supposed, you're like put it in there like 30 minutes to an hour before you're ready to get busy. Whether again, it's by yourself or with somebody else. And here we go. Their concerns, a lot of intimate concerns are hair grooming, cleanliness in general, odor, intimate area skincare. So like a lot of people are going for like brightening treatments in the underarms, bikini area, anal area. And some people have chafing as well. And so again, they're buying things from Amazon, a specific brand website, Superstore, drugstore, Ulta, Sephora. 15% of people are buying these kinds of products from Sephora. So if you have a Sephora, keep up with the Joneses. All right. I'm wondering if I need something to drink. No one's asking questions either. I'm like, maybe I only have a couple people watching me now, right? Attributes that people want products to have is efficacy. Does it work? Right? So that's 74% of people that were interviewed for this study. 73% want value for their money, right? Price equals value, which also is like, if it works, I'll pay more for it. Or if a little goes a long way, I'll pay more for it type of thing. Is it safe? Is it going to, blow my vagina up, right? I don't need that problem from happening. 51% want consumer claims and reviews that, the products are good. So a lot of us will even dig a little bit deeper before we buy a product. One of my very good friends, I swear to God, he can find everything about every single product, and he makes his decision based on a lot of extensive research when he wants to buy, something for hunting or hiking or whatever that boy stuff is. And 47% of people want things that are easy to use, right? Like, I want it to be easy. I don't want to try to have to figure out how to do this. So again, the company that I can't remember where you stick the thing up your vagim jam, there's an applicator and how far are you supposed to shove it up there? And what's it going to do to is this what's supposed to happen? Is this supposed to be leaking out? It can be very I don't know, scary. I don't want to do that, right? So definitely food for thought. Decision factors why people buy intimate and sexual wellness products. Well, 83% of us do our own research. I already talked about that. 73% have strong product reviews, want strong product reviews. 53% want consumer claims. 33% of clients will ask their doctor. That's fair, right? I'm not a doctor. I'm not claiming that these are going to do anything, right? You might ask a trusted friend or family member, one of the friends that is just a little bit more out there than you are. And only 9% will ask the beauty advisor or the salesperson. We kind of do things in secret. When the Sephora girl comes over, is can I help you with anything? You're no, I'm just looking, right? Because you're embarrassed that you don't know anything about whatever it is that you're trying to buy. And you're just trying to do it on your own. But you're not the only person that they sold this to. It's not a huge thing, I think, at the grand scheme of things. Oh my Lanta. So I told you kind of about the story behind High on Love, who our customer kind of is. Our customer really is that confident and diverse, modern, sex positive individual that has a discerning and knows the value of mental and physical wellness. They make time for themselves. They prioritize their own pleasure, whether, again, it's single or in a more intimate relationship. And they appreciate the finer things in life and really takes pride and proudly treats themselves to premium items with a firm conviction, right? And quality that comes with a price. I used to have a team member, I don't know if she's watching, but Amber, this girl like lives in North Van. You know, she's a young mom. She wasn't making like a ton of money, and you certainly don't make a ton of money when you live in North Van. And she would buy the cutest, like eclectic clothes, and, you know, she would go to Aritzia and Zara, and I would be like, Amber, like you can go and get that from like Winners, you know, for like a fraction of the price. And she's like, no, like I never really have to replace my clothes. All the items that I've had for years, you know, and that comes with a price, right? Like you can go and get the Walmart, what is this, workout pant, or you can get the Lululemon, right? And you'll probably go through a lot more of your Walmart pants before you go through, you know, one pair of Lululemon. So definitely, our customer, your customer that's looking for these types of products, knows that it's worth the investment when it comes to their own well-being, their comfort, and their enjoyment, right? We are situated all over the world. Like since I came on board just before COVID, we weren't as far out as a reach as we are now. So you can find High on Love in the US, in Canada, in Russia, in UK, in the Netherlands, in Poland. And I believe Angela is on her way to Paris to do a pop-up show here this coming week. So excited to have more of that global presence in just a short few years. Angela has been doing this. So we have a lot of brand values, right? From quality, our commitment, and our community. And this product, for the most part, except for some of the products that have CBD specifically, are made in Canada. So if you are bringing this into your business, you are supporting Canadian economy. Everything is manufactured in Quebec. Everything's coming from Montreal to Skin Deep Formulations in the spa industry. We're based out of Alberta. We're using all natural ingredients. We're cruelty free and we are vegan. So definitely we want to also bridge out of intimacy. And so not all of our products are like intimate based. She did extend to body and wellness collection. So things like a body butter and a dry body oil and things like that. So, let's see, what do we got? I don't have everything. I don't know, because it's kind of like, there's a bunch of things back there, but I don't have everything. I sent a lot of my kit to Taylor. And so when I was like putting this together today, I was like, oh shoot, I don't have the chocolate body paint and things like that. But I do have the 2 OG products. So one is our stimulating O gel, and one is our stimulating O oil. All right. So really these were the 2 products that the line started with. It was created to increase blood circulation, to heighten sensation in the clitoral area, and really was curated to also assist in the female anatomy to make its own kind of natural lubrication. And like I had mentioned, as we become more chronologically achieved, or maybe we have more stress, or maybe we have deficiency, vitamins and nutrient wise, or maybe we're taking certain medications, or we have disorders like thyroid, hypothyroid, and things like that, a lot of the kind of like associated symptoms to those disorders are like dryness, right? So essentially going to create your own natural lubrication. It assists in helping reach orgasm. Some people have never experienced an orgasm. Some people, it's easy for them, easy peasy. And some people, it just takes a little bit of like finesse and a little bit of time. And that also comes with like, are you relaxed? Do you feel comfortable? Do you feel sexy? Like, is the experience there in regards to like the smell, the aromas and the smells and the way things look? Like, I don't want someone to like pull out the KY jelly and be like, yeah, let's do this. Like, not sexy, right? Like, you'd never know that this is like a stimulating clitoral like product, right? So in here, we've got hemp seed oil, which is going to create the blood circulation, get the area ready and excited, and amps up the libido, which gives us the mind-body connection as well, right? So like, again, you know, when something's not working right, you get in your head and then like everything fails. So like set yourself up for success, for example. You can see that the packaging, has that like luxury kind of feel. People buy it for themselves a lot just because it's pretty packaging, or they'll buy it for other people because it has nice packaging. There's an experience when you open it. I feel like it's quintessential, and we have a lot of glass and metal packaging, which is going to help with preserving the products. It makes it feel and look not cheap, and it matches the premium ingredients that we have in our products. And the life span of High on Love is about 2 years and 1 year after opening. So yeah, better get busy with yourself or with somebody else. So we got the gel. This is a lightweight formula. It's a gel water-based formula. It's usually our younger female clients prefer this because they don't necessarily have issues with vaginal dryness, for example. The orgasm oil, it has more of a concentrate, many of the same ingredients, but a more concentrated oil base in here. So older woman would maybe prefer this version. And it's not a lubricant, right? It is a stimulant. So it's not meant for you to slather all over the area. Like literally you take like a little drop, and you can see like how far that spread, and then you'll start to feel like the tingling and, you know, things starting to like, you know, get zhuzhed up there, right? All right. Talking about lube, because that's not lube. What's going to sit? If you need lubrication, then you're going to use our water-based lubricant. Now, why am I talking about this? Like, hello, Valentine's is coming up. Like, if you got a special somebody, you want to like, you know, zhuzh it up a little bit, you got to like bring some things to the table, right? So maybe these are a couple of things that you can buy to integrate because you have a romantic like evening planned. It's Valentine's like every day for me. Right. Some of us are like single and have got nothing going on. And so we've got to do it for ourselves, and that's okay too. Water-based lubricant. This is water-based. So good for, you know, making sure that protected sex stays protected. I'm sure we have a lot of High on Love babies floating around, but definitely this won't break down any kind of like shield that you have, whether it's like a condom or I don't know what the dome for the women. And really a lot of male clients appreciate this for, you know, the back entry kind of intimacy. And again, normally we see more protection happening when people are doing like anal kind of like sex stuff. And so I want to make sure that we keep everything as copacetic. And can you imagine like some of these places, some people have pain experienced during sex, whether it's vaginal sex or anal sex. So it's got this one has CBD. This has 200, I'm wearing my glasses and I'm still going like this, 200 milligrams of CBD. So love this. And it won't work if you don't take the little cap off, just so you know. But a little goes a long way. Like, whew, just a couple pumps and like that's a lot of area to cover there. So definitely love this. And the size is significant, so it's going to last a long time. The isolate of the CBD will settle. So if you see like a little bit of this like white, kind of like powdery looking, that's just the CBD isolate. So I just give her a good like little shaky mix and you're good to go. So little goes a long way. Love that. It's also reparative, right? The tissue around the labia, for example, can tear. So this kind of like acts like a cushion, right? So that you're not like ripping the skin or like pulling on the skin, it becomes uncomfortable, and then I just get off. I just don't even want to like handle that. What if you want to set the mood for somebody, like, and be a sweet person and like set the tone by maybe running somebody a bath? Now, we've got 2 bath oils. I don't have the lavender and honeybee bath oil with me, but it kind of comes in a container like this, just a little bit smaller. You're going to shake it in your bath, kind of like you put salt on food. So a little goes a long way, just 1, 2, 3. And when you mix up the lavender and honeybee bath oil, it turns into a milk bath. Kind of treat her like Cleopatra. They used milk baths for hydration and moisturization. Oftentimes when people are using the High on Love bath oils in their bath, feel like they don't even need to moisturize after they get out of the tub. It's very like soft, subtle aroma. And then we've got this baby, the Sensual bath oil, which launched not even a couple years ago. This does have CBD in it. There's 300 milligrams of CBD in this bath oil. So again, much more like relaxing, restorative, really like calming the sympathetic nervous system, and just allowing you to kind of like open up and just, release and let go. And again, when you're in a more subtle space with yourself, whether again, you're with yourself or you're with somebody else, like it just enhances things. Sometimes we have a hard time going to sleep, and getting better sleep. So this is something that definitely is going to be great for people that suffer with sleep issues, as well as like sore muscle issues. So if you have any kind of inflammatory, like arthritis or just sore muscles from after working out, lots of different things. Sometimes I took my son-in-law snowboarding. I didn't take him, like I dropped him off when I was working in Banff, and he was so sore, and he was like, I use muscles I haven't used in forever, right? Like this would be something nice to be able to go home and do. And with this particular aroma that's in here, we actually have essential oils in this particular oil itself. So it doesn't turn into a milk bath. It is just an oil for your bath. But the thing that I love about both the bath oils is they don't leave that like grimy scum on the side of your bathtub. And those essential oils are going to, again, kind of stimulate the nervous system to like calm, soothe, and relax everything, and give you a different type of like aromatherapy type of treatment. I don't have the bath salts. You'll have to go and check out the Skin Deep Formulations website if you're a spa industry professional. If you want to see the wholesale pricing, you're going to have to sign up for an account. If you are just not in the spa industry, sorry, you don't necessarily get a deal on it, but you can go to my personal website, tamarahughes.ca, and check out what the bath salts look like. But they're like a coarser kind of like a salt. And I'm planning to kind of do like product features more frequently. So I'll instead of talking about everything, I'm just going to talk about things specifically. So you could probably catch it on the other side. We have our oil series. So our massage oils, we have them in different aromas. So we've got our strawberry and champagne, our lychee martini, our chocolate, white chalk, decadent chocolate, our tropical sunset, and we have our sensual massage oil. And so these oils are hemp and cannabis seed oil, and this one has CBD in it. So this particular massage oil has 500 milligrams of CBD. And one of my girlfriends who is a personal trainer in Kelowna, every time she comes back to Edmonton, she's like, can you bring me the High on Love like massage oil? So she's just using it to like put on her sore muscles and things. People that have a lot of migraines, suffer a lot of migraines, also really appreciate these 2 CBD based products, the bath oil if they have baths, and the massage oil. And again, they can do like self massage movements. We do have that oil in a non-CBD format. So it would just be a special order. But if you don't want the CBD, totally fine. Not going to have as good of an effect for pain management necessarily. It also comes, so you can get the massage oil by itself, or we've got one of our kits, our bundles, our objects of luxury, and inside there you get this baby and the massage oil. So you know what this is, but it's a microphone. Just kidding, it's not a microphone, right? But I can use it for like massage too. So when we were at the trade shows, the ESI trade shows, like last year, we were like rubbing this on people's backs and shoulders because they've been walking around the show for 2 days carrying like a billion things of spa related products and goodies from the show and just being on the concrete floor all the time. So, hey, you can use it as a massager if you wanted, or you can use it for like a microphone. No, just kidding. An actual massager, right? Waterproof. Put this in the tub. It's silicone based, so easy to clean. It has several different programs. But that one's going to blow your clit right off of you, I think. Right? So again, they all have different speeds and things like that. So really love this, but it's on the higher end of things, but the toys will never come by themselves. Okay. So food for thought. So that is our oil series. And again, as a spa owner, you could most certainly add this, enhance your arm and shoulder massage during a facial. I could elevate my facial to be a CBD facial by just incorporating this as my massage medium. If you're doing body treatments and you have hydrotherapy, you can use the bath oils. If you have manicures or pedicures, you could put a couple of like shakes into the tubs for that. So definitely beneficial that way. I wish I could remember absolutely everything on here. In the actual oils themselves, hemp seed oil, so really good for aches and pains, good for circulation, good for moisturization, used for massage, and our oils can be used as lubricants, right? Because they have aromas. They don't have artificial fragrance. So totally fine. Edible, like again, if you're like getting intimate and there's like kissing and things like that, and you happen to have massaged your partner prior to, you're not going to die. Like totally fine. I mean, you don't want to like shake it in here, but hey, totally fine. Can be used, like I said, as a lubricant, just not if you're using any kind of like protection. This will break down, oils will break down like condoms and things like that. All right. We have a dry oil spray. Maybe you just want to like make your partner's life easier. Right? I like an easy thing. I'm lazy. I don't want to squeeze the moisturizer, pick the moisturizer out of a jar, massage it in my hands, and then like apply it to my body. Like I would much rather just kind of like spray and rub like that. I don't know what it is, but I also like a dry body oil that it's not greasy. It just goes really nicely into the skin, and I can put my clothes on like right away after. This is really nice. This does have a fragrance in it because of the type of product it is. So but you're not putting a dry body spray in like areas that might kick out a pH balance or anything like that. So this is a spray that you can take with you. It's more refined. That's why it's not a massage oil. It dries faster. It's a great body moisturizer, but certainly not a massage vehicle. And a lot of our clients that are doing waxing or waxing and they're using oils, they'll use this post before they wax, or pre before they wax, and post after they wax as kind of a treatment after. So certainly something that is nice. I talked about the oils. I talked about the other oils. Lots of stimulation there. We got a hand cream. I don't have it. It's a 2-ounce tube. It's really nice. This also is a body product. And because it is in a moisturizing base, we can't put an aroma in that type of base. So we do have to put it in a fragrance. But again, you're using hand cream for the purpose of moisturizing your hands. And they weren't intended for intimate use at all. So the hand cream, I love it. It's a super hydrator. It absorbs quickly, doesn't leave your hands slippery. And I find that it keeps it's almost like a moisturizing treatment for your hands. So I find that it's not going to kind of like leave, you don't have to reapply after washing your hands. And for a long time there, we were washing our hands like a lot, so I really did appreciate this hand lotion. The body butter also, I don't have it with me, but it comes in this like cute kind of container that is the same material. It kind of has like this cute like round little lid, and when you open it up, it's really nice. It was born out of the request of clients. It was also born because Angela doesn't want to moisturize more than once a day. So she was like, I need a body lotion that is going to stay and keep me hydrated and moisturized all day. So she came out with the body butter. And what's really interesting about the body butter is every person that you put it on, it kind of like changes to their like body. And it doesn't smell the same on everybody. And again, it has fragrance, not a lot. It's very subtle, and it dissipates quite quickly. But you can tell like how it will smell different with someone else's, like different pheromones and whatnot. All right. So you just might want to just be nice to her and be like, oh, I want to give you a nice gift, or maybe you want to get something for your girlfriend because it's her birthday, and it has nothing to do with like sex, but she's like a crocodile, an alligator, and she needs something, needs some help. All right, we've got our lip series. Lips, kissing, Valentine's, more kissing during Valentine's. We've got our couples lip gloss. So this has a pineapple aroma. So again, we're putting it on the lip area. We're gonna maybe take our tongue and like lick it a little bit, and so it has to be safe that we're able to ingest it. So totally fine. It smells like literally like a pineapple. We don't have smelly vision, but it comes with this like little applicator. Kissing's back. Hello, right? And men don't like tacky lips. Men don't even like lipstick, right? They gotta like, okay, let's just like use the 80-20 rule. I think 80% of men are like, ooh, you have lipstick on, I'm not kissing you. Or, oh no, you got that like lip goo on your lips, I don't want to kiss you type of thing. But so they don't like tacky lips, and this doesn't leave any kind of tack at all. And this is my own personal one, so it's fine that I'm just using it out of the applicator, but you can see that it's not sticky and tacky. It goes on quite nice. And it is also used for oral stimulation, right? Well, I mean, you're going to do things, be intimate with your partner at Valentine's. Why not? It has like this buzz to it. So it's a stimulating lip gloss, right? So it's got the buzz, and that's why it's going to enhance like intimate zones if you're using it outside of just like a plumping lip gloss. Or if you just want a plumping lip gloss, you want to plump your lips up, you want to give more of that volume in your lips, you can wear it under lipstick, you can put it over lipstick, or you can just wear it by itself. If you're plain Jane, that's totally fine too. We do have the little mini size, but it's more advantageous like dollar for dollar if you get like the big size. And this little mini actually comes in our must-have mini set. I also don't have this to show you, but if you go onto the websites, you'll be able to see them. It has 4 mini versions of our most popular products. So the strawberry massage oil in like a little mini, the stimulating oil in a mini, which is also, by the way, an Allure magazine winning product. And it's got the little mini lip gloss here. And then it has a bath oil. So it's kind of just like a really nice like starter to get yourself like integrated. I love when spas bring it in because it looks really cute. It's not tacky. It's not like, oh my God, what is that? Offensive in any way, shape, or form. And the little toy that comes in that kit is this guy here. This is like a little mini vibe. Has 10 different speeds and like, or what are these called? Cycles, like different sensations. Compact, you can put in your purse, or you can take it with you traveling, or you got roommates, don't want anyone to know, you want something small. This is fun, just like fun to irritate people too. You can also use it for massage. It's like quite comfortable. And I'm sure my oldest daughter is not going to really appreciate this live, but she's 27 now. Up until a couple years ago, when I kind of introduced her to High on Love, she had never masturbated before. Again, the stigma that's gross or that's weird or whatever stigma she had behind it, which is interesting because like I'm very open about like sexuality and products and like things like there's no judgment, but people just adhere to those kinds of belief systems. And so I gave her the little kit, and she came racing out one day and was like, oh my God, like, why haven't I been doing this for forever? Like, why did I wait this long to like make myself feel this way? And it brought her joy and happiness and like a sense of like whatever she was feeling. And she said, Mom, this will get you off faster than a Snapchat video. And I said, what are people doing on their Snapchats? Because I think like Snapchats at that time were like only a minute long. So that's how powerful this like little vibe is. And it comes in the middle of the box, and then there's 2 products on each side of it, and it comes in a little box that has like sparkles on the outside. It's really cute, and I love it. I think it retails for like $125, right? So you get like a little bit of everything. And so high quality also toys. They're Cal Exotics, and Cal Exotics is one of the best toy companies out there. So anyway, I digress. And it just went because, this little mini lip is in the must-have minis, and so is that little toy. Then we've got our lip balm. Maybe I want more hydration. I've used a lot of mine. But this is a concentrated form for the people that don't want a gloss, right? People that have dry, chapped lips. That you can use a little brush with it, or you can use it, apply it with your finger, and the snap top. It's got this like little snap top so that it doesn't break off and roll around or in the bottom of your purse, collecting all that nastiness on the bottom of our purses. And one of my girlfriends actually uses this instead of like the stimulating O oil or the O gel, like on the Jim Jam, right? On her little chocolate chip. She swears by it, but she likes it a little bit more hot and spicy because there is like cinnamon in here. And so this one feels like minty cool. This one feels like fire. So maybe if you pair them, you get like fire and ice. Like, again, not something that you're not going to bring this into your services, but maybe you don't have a lip balm. You can bring a lip balm, or you can with a little spatula, scrape off the lip gloss and use this in your facial treatment, or use it with your makeup application if you have makeup and things like that. We have a chocolate body paint, and I wish I had it, and I don't, because it is in this cute glass heart glass container, and it is like $45 retail. It's like a really reasonable price gift for, again, somebody that has everything. Someone that got a new partner. Are they getting married? Maybe it's their stagette or their bridal shower. It's just like fun and unique and cute. It's gluten-free, not sugar-free. And we use high-quality Belgium chocolate. And it's kind of like, it's not that like cheap chocolate that you're going to get at the sex store. It is like delicious. It actually tastes like a high quality, like little bonbon that you would get from like Bernard Callebaut. So definitely really fun. It comes with this like little paintbrush, so you can like draw on somebody if you wanted, or hey, you could just like shake it on and have a good time. All right. We have massage candles. Now we've got a massage candle, original massage candle is in a different container than this, and has like this metal covering over top of it that has all these like hearts, like with the logo of High on Love, which is really cute because after you're done burning the candle, you can take that metal piece and use it for makeup brushes or pens and things like that. It's really cute. But these are soy based massage candles. You only want to burn them like 20 to 30 minutes, like the time that just before you get ready to like do a service, or if you're going to integrate this into a massage, or if you were going to use this as like the paraffin portion of your pedicure, your manicure, for example. So it's not meant to be lit all the time. It's just meant to kind of use that. It doesn't get hotter than 50 degrees, which means any of the wax, that soy kind of that melts isn't going to burn your skin off. Like it's not going to burn your flesh off your body. And so very, very nice. A little goes a long way. They come in different smells now. So the original smell is more like this, what is this called? Kind of like more floral kind of undertone, where we've got a strawberry one and a lychee one to kind of match the two most popular massage oils that we have. So definitely a great way to, again, you can use it at home for intimacy, or if you were going to use it in a service, you could integrate a CBD or hemp-based product into your manicures, pedicure treatments by just melting the candle. It has a lot of aromatherapy-like benefits to it. It enhances a couple's experience. It's great for a romantic staycation. Remember, we're talking about Valentine's, whether it's just a nice way to like talk about what to get your partner for Valentine's or to get somebody for Valentine's. Like, so don't miss the opportunity to like the people that are coming to put their heads in your bed or the feet through the door, their butts in your seats. If you're a spa owner, definitely a way to increase your revenue is by having more retail opportunity. The more that you have to offer, the less that they're going to go out and buy something. And if we don't recommend something that's going to, increase their, or help them with how they feel the next day, or to maintain the results that they're getting based on whatever service that we're doing, you do them a disservice, and they actually will go hunting for those things. It has this these candles have this warming kind of enveloping experience. Like I said, dip your body in paraffin. So a lot of our spa partners that are using these candles are using them in their manicures and pedicures. And it's something for the person that has everything again. So it's actually like really, really, really nice. Now, remember I told you she expanded her collection into a line called Prohibition Wellness. And you can see that, the packaging is much different. It has more of like an inclusive feel to it, maybe even a little bit more of a masculine tone to it. The richness and the luxuriousness of the packaging, again, high-end packaging. I feel like, oh my God, can I even get this off? This is the massage candle, which is nice. So you'll just burn that and then you can use it. It has more of like a spicy smell to it. You'll have to forgive me. I don't know all of the aroma kind of undertones in this. Where's Tracy and Phil when I need them? But definitely, again, if you didn't want to be so girly with the lychee and the strawberry and the things like that, you can integrate something like the Prohibition Wellness for a more inclusive or more kind of like medicinal kind of like feel and smell and experience. So definitely those are all things to consider. So wow, I have been going on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I hope that I was able to kind of like target, what you could do for Valentine's if you have a spa or work in a spa to increase your services or increase your retail. And if you don't work in the spa industry, but you go to the spa, demand these products that they're bringing in, help a sister out, right? Or if you just want to try some for yourself, well, buy it. So 2 websites, www.skindeepformulations.com is if you are a spa industry professional, you are eligible to get the products at wholesale. So you just have to put your application in and our team will get you all situated. If you have any more questions, you can always feel free to contact the team directly at Skin Deep, or you can also send me a DM. And if you are not a spa industry professional and you're just like, wow, Tamara, I really need that lubricant, just go to my Instagram link tree. I think that my website is on the link tree, and you can go to tamarahughes.ca or just type it into your web browser. And there you go. All the products are there for you to purchase, and the team will send it out. So I appreciate everybody giving me the love today, hanging out with me. Hope you learned something. Hope you found something that you can connect with, and happy Valentine's Day.